Hello and welcome back to Tournament Central here at the Elkhart County Historical Museum Collections Tournament. We hope you've been enjoying the tournament so far. We're definitely enjoying making them, and today is no different. Can I get a witness from the congregation? We have a good matchup today. Today we have a postcard written from Charles Harker to James Riley going against a Victorian folding bed. So each staff member is going to make their case. They have 2 minutes to do so, so sit back and watch. Learn about Elkhart County history and see which one you want to move on in the tournament.
So this is an object that has very special connections to the town of Bristol, but it also has really special connections to American history in general, specifically the attacks on Pearl Harbor. This is a postcard from Charles Harker, and it was sent to James Riley here in Bristol. It's a little puzzling because there's an age difference of about 17 years, Charles being the younger of the two. So we wanted to find out what that relationship was there. According to our research, they were neighbors here in Bristol all throughout Charles' life, and their older brothers actually played on the same Bristol High School basketball team in 1927. So their families were connected in those ways. Charles sent this to James on February 6, 1940, while stationed at the Great Lakes Naval Station in Illinois. This is before he continued on to Pearl Harbor. What's really interesting about this particular image on this postcard is that this is a Protestant church and its congregation, and if we read the message that Charles sent to James, we'll get a little more information about what's going on in this picture. So, Charles writes, "Dear Jim, so far I like it, and I'm having a swell time. In my first Liberty, went to Waukegan and pitched one. This is a picture of the Protestant church. We have to go every Sunday. I'll be seeing you soon, Charles Harker." While the imagery is very interesting, the story behind Charles Harker's time at Pearl Harbor is even more moving. So, if you want to learn that story, please vote for this object and get us to the next round.
So the item I selected for the tournament in this section is one of the bigger items in the tournament. And I picked it for its really rich history, but for me, there's a lot of really great memories in this artifact. And I'm gonna talk about that. But first, let's talk about what it is. So you see during the 1800s, this is when this piece was made. It's really well ornamented. The carvings on either side are very beautiful and intricate. We have pedestals here that are very well carved, and you can imagine the amount of time it took work to put into this. It's got a mirror here. You can check yourself out, make sure you're looking good, as I am, always sharp. But that's only a half of it. If you came into the museum, you might just think that this is just a regular mirror, but it's not. That's only half the story, because this is actually a bed. So we could pull it down. Ooh, bum, 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 bum. So there'd be a mattress in here. There's straps that would hold the mattress in, and this is where someone would sleep. And then at the end of the night, in the morning, you'd roll out of bed. Time to get ready. Got to make sure I look good. We'll roll it back up. And now we have a mirror again. Someone might not even know, if you have a guest over, that this is a bed. But the reason this is a sentimental piece for me and one of my favorite in the collections is because for field trips, you pull this down and it surprises all the kids, so you get the ooh moment. But also, when I first started here, there was our research historian. His name was Frank Fisher. He retired a few years ago. He was working here part-time. But he loved this artifact because he loved pulling it down and getting kids interested in history. And Frank was really a mentor for me. And this was his favorite one, so I wanted to use it for the tournament. But like I said, this has a really rich history. And the way you're going to find out about that rich history is for voting the folding bed into the next round. So there you go, folks. You have two really great items presented by the staff here, especially that guy who presented the folding bed. I think he deserves a raise. But anyway, you get to choose which one you want to see move on. So watch these videos, post in the comments what you think which item wants to move on, whether it's the postcard or the folding bed, and then you have 48 hours until the next video is posted, the next matchup. After the next matchup is posted, we are going to declare a winner shortly before, and then that winner is going to go on to the next section of the tournament in the Elite Eight. So watch closely, learn about your history, and vote, and we'll see you next time.